What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I took the last few days off, Monday and Tuesday, just to kind of recover a little bit, rest it up, and get some good energy for this week. Right now, it is 10:58 in the morning. Let's call it 11 o'clock. And I'm gonna go wash this car because we've had a little bit of a rainstorm that came through and the car's a little bit dirty. And today, it should be a little exciting today. DoorDash is dropping their new points system program today. And I thought it would be live when I woke up, but it's not. So maybe they're going to be dropping it later on. Maybe they're only going to drop it to just like select few dashers. One of my dasher friends out here got emails all about the program coming out, and I never received any of those emails, but I was in California when he was receiving those emails. So maybe because I was signed into California, I didn't qualify for those emails because I thought that's maybe where I reside at or so. So hopefully that program drops today. If it does, I'm going to go over all of like what's going on with it, see how good it is, see how crappy it is. I expect it to just be straight mid. You know, they're going to allow all dashers to jump online now. So I feel like there's just going to be a bunch of issues. Time to earn less money with this program, most likely. But hopefully not, right? Got to stay positive about it. Maybe it's going to be a really good change and you're going to make, more money on it. Only time will tell. So let me go wash this car real quick, jump into the dashing here. I'm going to drive from, say, after I'm done with this, probably 11:30 or so till about 9, maybe 10 o'clock. I'm shooting for $150+ since I'm getting a little bit of a late start. So hopefully today's a good day. Let's go get it. All nice and clean, all done here at the car wash. The time frame now is 11:22. Let's get out here into this valley, see what kind of trouble we can get into with DoorDash. I might run a little bit of Uber Eats, maybe. First high-paying offer of the day is going to be McDonald's here. McDelivery time. Ooh, flag in the way. How do we open this thing? Oh, swing. Hey, they're canning some stuff. All right, leave it at my front door. There you go. Enjoy. Banger order. So I went right back to McDonald's after that, got myself 2 double sneeze burgers with no pickles, and I turned on Uber Eats because DoorDash I feel like it's gonna be slow today with this new program coming out. And I have to go to Panda Express, which I'm in front of right now, and Cut Bop for a $7 order. So let's go grab both of these and get them dropped off. And don't know which one I'm gonna prioritize today. It's just which one's gonna give me orders kind of first is the one I'm gonna be jumping to. We looking Cut Bop is the first drop off here. It says please do not knock or ring on the door. I feel like that's a swing door, so we'll leave it on the side there. Enjoy, thank you. My Panda Express order, I can't get through this gate. I have gate codes for this thing too, but the one the customer provided me with doesn't work, and the one I have saved in my phone doesn't work. So it looks like they've updated this gate code on this box here. I called the customer, straight to voicemail, messaged her 3 times, no response. Just contacting support right now, see what I can do. Well, that one was fun. Had to contact support. Support had to contact the customer. Finally got a hold of the customer. Had the customer just meet me at the gate because they just changed the gate codes to that neighborhood. She said yesterday, so it's like, all messed up. Move on to the next order here. Just picked up some tiki barbecue here on Uber Eats. $8 run for this one. Yeah, I'm thinking DoorDash is going to be super trash today just because this new program is getting dropped in the valley. And it's just like a new video game. Like when a new video game comes out, all the players get it that day. All the servers are overloaded. The wait times are freaking almost impossible to get into a match. It's like Battlefield 6 release, right? They had over 750,000 people just from the Steam platform. That doesn't even include consoles that jumped on the game that day. And now if you go check like the Steam charts or how many players online, it's kind of averaged back out. Now it's about like 300-something thousand people online that are playing the game. And like at the lowest at like nighttime, in the morning or so, it's down to like 100,000 people. And I think we're going to experience the same thing with DoorDash today with this new program coming out and all the drivers getting excited for it and wanted to jump on, especially all of the drivers that had to use the scheduling, because now scheduling goes away. No matter what stats you have, it doesn't matter. You can have a 0% on everything and you could just hit dash now and start dashing. And I think a lot of people are going to try and take advantage of that today. So with that being said, I think it's within my best interest to probably prioritize the Uber Eats orders today other than the DoorDash orders. And I also got a stacked order on Uber Eats here. Headed over to Jersey Mike's after this for $6. Heading into Jersey Mike's for the $6 run, and right as I was walking up, I got a stack to go over to McDonald's right there for $5.50. So we're running both of them. And head into Crack Donald's here for the $5.50. Look at this dude just hanging out in the tree right here. That's so funny. All right, Crack Donald's is the first one to drop off here. It says, please just leave my McDelivery at the door. There you go, enjoy. Jersey McKesson's order is the next drop off here. It says, please do not knock or ring on my doorbell. I'll leave it right there. Enjoy your sandwich. Look at this Uber order. It's got a cute little symbol on it. You better be a good boy and go run it for us. Not. All right, I switched over to a EBT, every broke transaction, on DoorDash and got this trash order. It's a double, and I don't even want to take it. It says there's a $4 tip on it, but it's for 2 different people going like 6 miles. Drop off time for the Wingstop. I had to toss one of those orders. Yeah, the customer that didn't tip, I just unassigned that person's order after the 10 minutes. What's nice about when you get a stack is you can get those worry-frees. So unfortunately, they gotta wait for their food a little bit longer. There you go. Enjoy. Thank you. Oh, rough day out here so far, but I just got a Uber Eats order stack to go to Albertson. It's gonna pay $16.02. I think they're both driving goes. I don't have to shop for anything. So I'm just gonna pull up, load it in the car, and then go drop it off. Damn, Uber wants you to scan a barcode on every single bag now, and this motherfucking bag doesn't have a scan on it. So I scanned 15 of 16 bags right here, and now I'm at a stalemate. I can't move any further. And this dude's like, I don't know, man. All I did was just pick up the order. It's like, it makes sense. He doesn't know either. But damn, I can't even get past this. I'm not sure how to do it. So the dude came out with a printout of every single receipt again for this order, and I scanned every single one of them, and the same shit happened. So there is luckily a button on there that you can press where you can just delete one of the barcodes, and it just says you're pretty much deleting that bag, saying it doesn't exist. And that's the only way I can figure out how to get past that stupid ass screen. So let's go get this dropped off to the customers real quick and go get paid our $16 for this torture ass fucking order. Jesus Christ, these apps are starting to take away our freedom one step at a time. It is insane how communistic these apps are starting to become. Irritating the shit out of me today. So I just want to complain a little bit, cuss a little bit, be mad, bitch and complain about it, and then just be done with the order, and then reset my mind and move on. Be a perfect time to smoke a bowl or hit a bong hit or take a dab, but unfortunately I don't do that anymore. All right, let's go get these dropped off. Yeah. Oh, and the new program just dropped here for DoorDash at like 2 p.m. about 20 minutes ago. These are my stats for it. So I've got a whatever rating that is. I forgot what it is. I just barely glanced at it because I'm trying to get this Uber completed right now. But cool, I'm in the platinum status. Everything should be good with my stats as long as I maintain them. So I'm gonna, after this order, reset to myself, and then we'll turn on DoorDash and we'll see how it goes. I feel like it's probably going to be about the same, other than just an influx of drivers that are about to hit the road right now, because everybody can hit Dash now because scheduling just went away. I got the first order dropped off. It was a hand-to-me customer, and you got to scan every single one of those barcodes when you drop off. But what's nice is they have a little skip button, and then you could just say the barcodes don't work. So that's what I'm going to be doing on every one of these orders. Hopefully you can do that when you get to the store too. I didn't think I saw that option, because this is kind of brand new. I mean, I've had to do this with Walmart before where you have to scan stuff, but not for Albertsons. So yeah, maybe that's just something new that they're trying out. But let's get this one up to the front door. This one's just to leave at the door there. And top right of the screen right here is what I got paid for dropping off both of those Albertsons orders. Nice. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. It's 2:50, and I'm very curious how this new DoorDash program is going to work. Even though everybody can jump online, it doesn't mean everybody can still get, all of the orders that are happening out there. They're still, prioritizing, your platinum versus your gold versus your silver, or if you don't have any stats. So the priority access on high paying offers is still probably being dropped the same way as it was before. There's not much of a difference. There's just more stats for them to throw you into different categories now. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to drive for the next hour-ish, hour and 10 minutes here on Uber. But once it hits 4 o'clock, which is usually kind of the kickoff to dinner time, I think I'm going to strictly go over to DoorDash and just be wide open for whatever hits the phone is what we're taking, unless it's a negative offer. Obviously, I'm going to be declining negative offers. I'm not going to be taking any of those. And we'll see what happens from 4 o'clock to roughly 8, 9 o'clock at night, or until I get irritated enough to not want to take one more order on their system. Hopefully that's not the case, but I kind of see that happening tonight because I'm already kind of irritated today. Just let it go. It really doesn't matter. Stuff you can't control, it's best not to focus on it. And if you don't focus on it, then it really doesn't get under your skin, and it really just doesn't matter, right? So we'll see how this goes. We'll do Uber Eats for the next hour and 10 minutes here-ish, and then we'll go ahead and jump over to DoorDash and see how this new points system works. I do have 89 points out of 100, so I do have good status for platinum. You have to have an 80% or an 80 out of 100 points to qualify for platinum. So hopefully I got enough stats to make a decent amount of dollars and not get too taken advantage of from the DoorDash system here. Starting this torture off a little bit early, actually. We're looking nice, $3.46 right now. BJ's order, $7 and some change. DoorDash, let's see how much torture we can go through this night. Well, we can lower my stats from 89% to whatever it's gonna be, because BJ's can't get their shit straight. So another late order right there. It's really unfortunate that they're forcing this upon us when the stores can't operate at a correct level of timeliness, and then we get affected by it. Like, I don't understand at all. It makes no sense to me. Zero sense at all. But it's your fault. It's you. You pressed accept, so it's your fucking fault. That's right. Do better. Be a good boy. All right, dropping off BJ's here, meeting the customer outside. Here's the bag. I got a drink for you also. Let me
You know what?
I have a drink also. Let me hand you the drink.
Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I
Have a good day.
appreciate it. I'm sure she'll take care of you.
Yeah, she's got me. Thank you so much.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
See ya.
Take care.
So I'm having this internal battle with myself right now on how to stay positive with everything that I disagree with right now. And DoorDash is totally just like a headache right now. But I don't want it to be a headache. I want to get through it, and I want it to be positive. And I know there's things that are not going to be good as this happens, but there is a way to be positive about it, because it really doesn't matter. Everything is kind of on a rolling 100 right now also. So after 100 orders, everything just kind of gets washed out. So an order that's late or bad really doesn't matter. It just kind of do it, get it over with, and just move on to the next. And I believe just the stats are just going to kind of fluctuate. They're going to go up, they're going to go down, it's going to go left, it's going to go right, but it's at the very end of all of it, I think it's going to be okay. So I think that's the mindset I need to put into it as I do this. And yeah, everything's going to be all right, even though your stats are going to get tanked on certain deliveries, but they're also going to go up on certain deliveries, right? You got to think of those positive ones when you drop something off and it gets rid of one of those bad delivery experiences you had, and it replaces it with a positive one. So let's move on to the next one here, see what happens. See, I'm loving this new program. We just got a $13 little Kaiser's order. It's going to shoot in here to this pickup portal, type in the portal number. Ah, it's even ready in there too. Sweet. Drop off time for the little Kaiser's pizza. This is a hand to me customer. So top right of the screen right here is what I got paid for dropping off this pizza and that drink right there. Nice. And if you guys can do a solid out there also for every Dasher, for me and everybody else out there to protect us, is call DoorDash every single time you guys get an order that puts you right to the minute of getting dropped off. Or even, if you know you're going to be late, let them know that it's encouraging reckless driving, and it's creating a dangerous environment for us Dashers and any person out in the public that we have to drive past. Because, not everybody is going to drive and be late. A lot of people are going to make sure that they protect their stats, and they are going to speed. They are going to get there as quick as they possibly can so that they can maintain their high acceptance rates and their high delivery status, so that they can earn the highest possible dollar, because they created all these programs and told us to hold these high stats so that we can get the highest paying offers. But then they, at the same time, restrict us by saying, well, if you're late, we're going to lower your stats. And we have control over that by, reckless driving. So if you guys can do a massive solid, call them I call them every single day. Like I called them on this order. This order put me right at the customer's door, right at the minute I needed to drop off, or really me pulling up to the house, right? It doesn't give me enough time to knock on the person's door, to wait for the person to come to the door, for me to hand it to them. There's not even 1 minute to spare in between, which is really unfair for us who are out there hustling and are busting our asses to try and deliver this food for DoorDash, right? So I think the best way for us to see a change and make a change in this system and give us more time for these deliveries, I'm asking just for 3 minutes, 4 minutes in between the deliveries extra. That's enough time for me to get it done. At least give me 1 minute to walk to my car, right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree with me on that. So give them a call DoorDash support, let them know it's encouraging reckless driving, it's creating a dangerous environment for us Dashers and all of the public around us as we're doing these deliveries, rushing them to people's houses. Little PSA. Starting to turn into that night that I thought it would turn into. So I bet there's so many Dashers on the road right now. Just stopped at the gas station, got myself a Gatorade, a little bit of a snack, these little cheese Ritz. These things are epically good. And yeah, I haven't received an order since I got that Little Caesars one and I'm sitting in the prime area to get just completely obliterated by like Chick-fil-A's, Raising Cane's and all that, and not even one of those came through right now. Pretty wild. It is 4:58 right now. I'm gonna stick out here till about 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock, I don't know, but I am gonna give it until 9 o'clock and just see how it goes tonight. Finally pulled an order here, sweet poke. I think it said $8, $8.25, $8.50, I can't really remember. I just hit accept and drove here, and it says pick up at 18, and look, it's 18. Didn't even give me enough time to get in the store. Oh, a lot has happened in like the last hour here. So I've been on support pretty much for the last hour, and all about these pickup and drop off times, right? Because I had to call them on every single one of them that's bad. I got this Red Robin order right here. It was a catering order, paying $8, $3 setup fee. When I got to the restaurant, I had to wait like 10, 15 minutes past the pickup time as I'm on with support saying, hey, this is the issues that we run into, right? And once they started bringing out the order, it was an online order through like the website, not through DoorDash. It was 16 pizzas, like 14 drinks, and then 3 large bags of like burgers and fries and all of the other like little goodies and stuff like that. And the person decides to tip $6, right? That's what I'm guessing. $2 base pay, $6, $8 is what it offers you, and a $3 setup. They even want me to be their little bitch and set it up for them. So when I saw that the price tag from the receipt was $436, I just told Red Robin, you can keep this order. And I told the agent to go ahead and unassign me from that. And he did. He unassigned me from that order. There's no way I'm going to be a little lackey or a little gopher for that type of pay. That's so unreasonable. And now the next order that came in was like a North End pizza. I'm getting paid $13.25 or so to do this one. And I was just explaining to him how, like, look, they didn't even give me enough time to get to this pizza place, and they're giving me right to the minute to drop it off at this customer's house. But he assured me, this is the first agent that's ever told me this, that they can, within the first 24 hours or 48 hours, or as soon as you close your dash down, that they can go in and adjust any type of late fees, or not late fees, late times, or any stat on your actual ratings. And I've only had those agents tell me that they could just only waive your customer rating if someone gives you like a 4-star, 3-star, and that's the only thing that they're allowed to touch. But no, this guy said, we can adjust all of it for you. Just give us a call and let us know. So if you guys ever run into those problems, just know that you got to find the right agent, and they have the full ability to change any stat and just waive any type of rating that happens on any one of your orders, which is kind of good to know. And hopefully they fix their stupid ass pickup and drop off times, because it's so irritating having to speed to people's houses just to drop it off on time. All right, my rant's over. Let's get this pizza dropped off to this person's house for $13.25, and then move on to the next offer. Pizza time to the front door, and just an instant headache with all this bullshit they got going on. It says leave to the side of the door. Do you think we can put it in there? No. We ain't putting it in there. That ain't gonna work. Let's put it to the side, like, that's the side of the door, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Enjoy your food. Thank you. Another 45-minute phone call with DoorDash. So actually, I didn't call them this time. They called me. That's the first I've ever seen them do, but it was one of their managers, senior reps or whatnot, gave me a call back of the concern about drop-offs and pickup times. And they explained to me, you know, I don't want to say like in detail, but went over a bunch of different scenarios on what they're doing to address the problem also, because they receive, you know, copious amounts of phone calls in between or throughout the day about this same exact issue. And the person was actually kind of cool. They kind of like dropped character a little bit with me. It was like, you know, we have so much of a problem with this that majority of our phone calls are taking up, you know, our time in trying to deal with this matter, and we have to say the same thing to people, that we're sending this to the development team, we're trying to get it worked on, and you know, we don't know if it's going to get fixed or not, quite honestly. You know, all we're here for is just to report it down, or just to write it down and report it to the development team. But to get the development team to move their ass, there's good luck in that, is kind of what they were saying. But if we call in super high volumes, that's the only way that they will actually start having the conversation with their upper management team when they do their meetings on like what's going on in the system and what kind of phone calls they're receiving and what dasher problems are happening, and you know, just the whole business flow of what's happening throughout the day. which is good. So we are slowly making a dent in their on-time delivery drop-off pickup times. So guys, we just need to keep calling. We just need to keep hammering them, and DoorDash has no other choice but to make a change once we start hitting them in the hundreds of thousands of calls per day about the same exact issue. And we should have the right to do that, guys. We're the independent contractors. We control DoorDash, actually. And too bad we all couldn't just get together and, say use Uber or a different app for 2 or 3 days and don't use DoorDash at all, and really show DoorDash who makes them money. Yeah, the customers might place orders and they might be in the system, but if none of those orders move and none of those customers receive their food, then DoorDash doesn't make any money, actually, because all of those customers are going to ask for a refund, and all of us drivers will be like, it's like a silent strike where we actually get to put the middle finger to the company and say, fix what you're doing, stop abusing us, and then if you could just favor the driver a little bit like you guys used to, then we wouldn't have to be so rash in the system and not want to deliver any food to any of your customers. Wishful thinking, right? So just keep calling them, just keep bugging the shit out of them, and this will change, guys. We're already starting to put a dent in it. We just need to keep hammering it. All right, I'm moving on to the next delivery right now. It's 6:45. I literally just parked and just talked for the last 40-something minutes to this person. Didn't do any deliveries. So I'm gonna jump back into it here, see what else I can grab. Throwing 20 bucks in the tank right now. We're looking 7 o'clock. I think I will go till, I don't know. I'm just getting frustrated as shit right now, but I'll probably go till 10 o'clock here. Hopefully some good orders can come in. If not, we're just gonna take the mediocre trash that comes through and just chewy chomp it up like a garbage truck and at least make some dollars tonight. Well, I'm not smoking any weed to get this stress away, but the best, easiest one is a local bar, right? Head into Still here, pound some shots of some Jack Daniels, and probably 3 or 4, and then hit the road, get my head straight. No, I'm kidding. Heading in here for an $8 order to drop off at a customer. Please leave the distill at the door. Do we get lucky? Is it unlocked? Nope. All right, lay it on the outside. There you go. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you. Well, I did want to drive until 10 o'clock today, but DoorDash just completely killed my spirit today. I have zero drive and motivation right now to take another order or even open and look at that app. It's 8:34 right now, and hey, I'll throw some numbers. I did make $108 today, a little bit off of Uber Eats, like 42, the rest of it there off of DoorDash. Yeah, today I already anticipated it to be kind of shitty, and I think going in with that mindset is why I had a shitty experience, right? If you think something's gonna go wrong, you walk into it, it's probably gonna go wrong. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of break. I've pulled up to my favorite spot to get a burger, and that's Chili's. So I'm gonna go in, get some big ass burger, eat some fries, drink a soda, and just kind of reset myself. Go back out there for tomorrow. My stats are good. Everything should, I don't know how I wanna say this. I hate DoorDash right now is honestly what the true intention is, but I need to not have that attitude towards it because I'll just have a bad experience every single time I turn on the app. I 100% do not like what they've done with the system and how much they're taking advantage of us drivers and abusing us right now. I think it's completely wrong and evil of them to do, but my opinion really doesn't matter. It's business decision. They're allowed to do what they want to do, and I'm an independent contractor. I'm disposable. It doesn't really matter to them at all, and I'm just gonna fix my attitude. What it is. Just go out there tomorrow with a smile on the face, a better intentions of going out there and earning a better dollar, and I'm sure I will do that if I, go out there with that type of intention. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully I can have a better experience tomorrow on the app. Later.